Has the movie Host from 2020 overtaken Sinister as the scariest movie of all time? What's up, everyone? I am Wink.
And I'm Skillz. No, hold on. And I'm Kills.
And this
and is... I am Kills.
And this
and
is...
I am Kills.
Son of a bitch. And this is Scream Cheese. Today, we are going to be talking about Host from 2020, directed by Rob Savage, starring Haley Bishop and Jemma Moore. It's essentially a séance over Zoom, right?
Yeah, it's a group of girls and they want to have a séance and they bring on this lady to host it. What would she be, a medium, I guess?
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of it.
And then, like most films, shit gets crazy.
Shit gets crazy.
If you don't have that in a film, you have a bad film.
Exactly.
Shit should always get crazy.
Yeah, if shit doesn't get crazy, don't bother making your film. That's a bad idea.
It was based on a prank that Rob Savage pulled on some of the people that are actually in the film.
I'm scared. Something grabs him up there. Oh my God.
I guess it went viral on YouTube, and then Shudder reached out to him and said, can you turn this into more of a feature? And it kind of went from there.
So first off, Skillz and I, we're both fans of found footage, so this should be kind of an interesting discussion. I watched it alone in my apartment. I'd have to like pause and go to the bathroom, and I want to turn on all the lights in my place because I was so significantly creeped out. It is like a found footage film. It's really simple. I really enjoyed it, and it really actually did scare me. What did you think?
So for me, well, I have a few thoughts on this film.
Okay, good. Somebody's got to.
It's a very simple but relatable premise, which is important. And it's kind of tough in this day and age to come up with something that is super relatable but hasn't been done to death. I thought the performances were really, really good. I bought everything that they were going through, and I'm glad that we're at a point now where a film like that, we can keep it at like 57 minutes and not try to extend it to an hour and a half.
I couldn't imagine it going any shorter or any longer. It seemed just like it was in the pocket of where it should be. Honestly, man, it did what it was supposed to do, and there was nothing that I truly like disliked. It wouldn't compete against a lot of other bigger budget things. It's like perfect for me as long as it's sitting on the shelf in its own spot as a really small world found footage film.
Yeah. I agree. I guess the scares, I liked them, but they were kind of generic. There was nothing there that hadn't really been done. They were fun, though.
Yeah.
Throwing the powder on the ghost or throwing the jacket on the ghost or the footsteps, things like that were really cool. I feel like we could have had a little bit stronger story setup and payoff. Would I watch a sequel? Definitely. But I probably would never watch Host again because there wasn't enough there to justify it. When I think about some of the goats and found footage, I think about Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch. Those stories had a richer, deeper like story and meaning to them, and they also had better thought out characters. Host is really good for what it did, but if I hold it against like the best, in my mind, found footage films, that is where it falls short.
I think also Host is technically like a subgenre of found footage because you're watching it in real time. It's not actually been found. So there's an extra layer with it being stuck in a Zoom meeting. I think that actually presents it with some different challenges. But I mean, I still agree with everything you said.
Yeah, again, I really enjoyed it. For it to be put over the top, it would have needed like a bigger payoff.
I absolutely feel the same way with that.
If you haven't seen the short that Mr. Savage did, the prank, check it out on YouTube because it actually is good and it's scary and it's very simple.
That's rad. I didn't even know that existed, so.
He did it really well. You know, whether it's FaceTime or whatever, we all do these video conferences with each other now. It's like such a normal part of our lives. And so the premise was great, and I really enjoyed it. So
there was, I guess, this like study done where they had people watch a bunch of horror movies and they hooked them up like with electrodes and stuff to monitor their heart and everything. And when they did that, the movie that prevailed as the scariest movie of all time was Sinister. And just recently somebody told me that this movie prevailed in a study, like in the study. I feel like I can objectively say that Sinister is a scarier movie than Host, but I don't even know that Sinister is the scariest movie of all time. So
yeah, I mean, you're talking about a very subjective thing. It's hard to scare me, just like it is with you, because we actually love horror films. But I could see Host being one of the scariest films for the average person simply because it is such a relatable premise.
So I would give Host a 6.7. I think it's a solid found footage film, and I would suggest to people to check it out.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest people to watch it. I gave it a 5.5.
I feel like those are some fair scores. It almost makes me want to take mine down a little bit, but you know what? Like with the average of it, I feel like we actually settled it right in a good spot. So, hey, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed hanging out with us and talking about Host, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and suggest your favorite scary movies in the comments section below.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right, we'll see you next time. Peace out, cheesers.